Hola, Emmanuel.
Hola Magdi,
Sí. Hello,
do you
Emmanuel.
hear,
Yes,
do you hear me?
I hear you and see you.
Okay. Um, I wanted to ask about anger. When you came here to the retreat, I asked this question, but maybe I like to deepen more because I didn't go like too far with the question, but it's just that it's happening constantly more and more, and there is more than anger is like I'm furious, you know. It's like I want to, when this fire comes up, I want to destroy and I want to kick and hit, and it's um,
You're you're choosing anger. I understand how there are some things that you perceive that are you perceive them and they're you perceive the lack of harmony. You perceive the ignorance in certain behaviors. Uh, Ignorance is very common on this planet. I mean, you take a look, every part of the world, every tribe, every nation, every organization, every religion, every family, every individual, there is conflict. There is there is ignorance. Yeah. Okay. Why the anger? We don't like ignorance. I don't like ignorance. I do my best to live in harmony and to be in relationship with people who have a certain quality, as best as I can. Every person has a different environment, different situation. Your situation is different from mine, and mine from yours, and from many other people. So I am appalled sometimes by certain behaviors. I'm I'm outraged by certain behaviors that are like so ignorant, so violent, so disrespectful, so dehumanizing. But why the anger? Anger is a choice we make. We choose to hold on to a story, a position. We refuse to understand that this is a universal happening. No, we refuse to understand that. Instead, we hold on to our story, and this is our idea, our belief about society, about government, about others, about how people should be, how they should live. I mean, I agree with you that when we're relating from a place of respect and honor and fairness, it's very beautiful. And that's what I choose, and that's as best I can how I live. Uh, I make some choices. Some choices have an immediate uh, result. Some other choices they have a result after a few years. But I still make the choices to be to live the happiness, to live the freedom, the respect for others, the honoring consciousness, not to engage in inner unhappiness, not to engage in inner judgments and holding on to my opinions about my father, about my clients and family members. No, it's just it's just okay, let it be. Let it be. So I don't get angry. But I can sometimes something can really upset me. I can say, hey, what is going on here? No, that I don't accept that. In the moment, but not holding on. It's like in the moment, boom. But the anger that sort of eats at you or it's like upsetting you, it's a choice you're making. You're holding on. You're choosing to hold on. You need to see if anything that I'm saying here really resonates for you, because otherwise I'm just babbling away. What are you holding on to? Can you can you explore being open to it all? Not to personalize it, not to make it personal, not to make it about you, to make it about you.
But for example, you say like living the happiness and living the love and expressing the freedom. But then I feel limited. I feel that I can't express my freedom completely, or that I can express happiness. Like there are certain limits imposed by the way this society works, where it's like I can go just to a certain point, and it feels like very frustrating, you know.
Well, I mean, you can only do what you can do. You cannot go beyond whatever limitations, whatever situation you find yourself in. So you have to accept that. Understand that I can only do so much. I mean, I would love to. I, I have a very clear idea about how to end the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. I do, but can I actually impact it?
Well, yeah, but right now you're uh, using this example that there is something like much bigger, you know, something that happening in the world, so to speak. Yeah, all that sometimes affects me more, and but I'm referring even more like at this individual level, you know, like the way I live, the when it's like it's like there is something that wants to flow, or being expressed, or the way I like to mold this human experience that is consequent to my understanding of freedom and happiness, and it's just like not possible. You know, it's like
Yeah, I understand.
uh,
Understand.
and and it's like I don't know. For example, you were also like saying about family, and I usually, when I feel this sense of powerlessness that I can't change something, I tend to just move away, you know. And I moved away from family, and I moved away from lots of friends, and from a lot of stuff and places and people that I just don't want to be there anymore. But it's like sometimes I like to remove myself from a lot of things, of dynamics and social dynamics, and economical stuff. And it's like I really don't care about it, you know. But it's uh, it's like I don't find a way to escape from all that. and just live my own way, free from, I don't know if this makes sense or not. It's like I feel trapped. Like here in this area where I'm living now, I see lots of things happening, how humans are destroying little by little the
Yes.
natural economic ecosystems. And I say, okay, maybe I just don't want to be part of this and just go away to somewhere else, but I can't go because I need to stay here because I need the money, and all that stuff.
You know, the the trap, it may seem to you that you feel trapped because of what's happening around you, what opportunities or limited opportunities are available to you. But that's the trap is not that. The trap, well, we already talked about that so many times. The trap uh, is this the meat trap. The, that's a real trap. The trap is whatever it is that is feeling trapped is the trap. I mean,
Mm.
the, the trap is somebody being trapped. That's the trap. Um, that's
Okay.
the way. That's the path out of the trap is this is to see through this the real trap, not the thoughts and perception, not what's appearing to you via the senses, because the senses are it's just an instrument. It's a different dimension. The trap is at a different level. That's where you will find the key that you're looking for. I know that you know what I'm talking about, and
Mm.
and I know that sometimes your mind appears very powerful and overwhelms you. I understand that. Your mind and your senses. But you know what I'm talking about. And you know that's the key. Because it's the key is not in the world. The peace we are seeking is not in the world, is not in the body, is not in the mind. It is not there. You will not find it there. You will not find it in the mind. You will not find it in the body. You will not find it in the world. But yet there is peace, and it can shine onto the mind. It can pacify the mind. It can relieve the contractions from the body. It can alter your perception of the world. But it doesn't come from that. You're struggling in the wrong with the wrong beast, the wrong. You're looking in the wrong direction, and you're struggling with your mind, with your body. You're struggling with yourself, and you don't like it. It's unhappy. It's it's unhappy. And your mind projects all sorts of things, and it drives you crazy. It's like because it appears so powerful, so to you. but you don't live in the mind. The mind lives in you. It appears to you. You, the mind doesn't freaking define you. Doesn't know anything about you. Doesn't know anything about anything. Mind is thoughts, sensations, perceptions. It's like clouds. What do the clouds know about the sky? The birds, they just know how to fly and sing and hop around and peck for food. That's what the mind does. But we can enjoy the birds, can enjoy the mind, but not when we are using the mind to guide us to peace and happiness. We're using the world to reveal itself, reveals peace and happiness to us. There can be great, very successful artists, very successful musicians, very successful engineers, very successful, and that's nothing to do with happiness. Nada. Beethoven, his symphonies, but yet deep unhappiness. But I know your interest is in peace and happiness.
Mhm.
So it's a different direction of looking. Don't give so much power to the anger. Don't like a balloon, that let it it takes a little time for the air to come out of the balloon, but it's let the air come out of the balloon. No, it's toxic for you and for everybody. No, let the air flow out of this balloon. Be like a child again. Why not? Children are great. Be like a child every moment. They don't know about this and that in the world, and they just, it's not
But
complicated.
children, there is also intelligence and a natural intelligence in
Yes,
children.
yes.
Like even if they don't have the conditioned mind,
Right.
they are able to see,
Oh, yeah.
observe, and some intuition saying like, I don't know, this is maybe not good or something.
Well, right. So I'm talking about to be childlike, but
Mhm.
I'm not saying that children are enlightened
Naive.
beings or they're. I'm not saying that.
Mhm.
I'm just saying that aspect of childlikeness. Of course, there is a path from a child to the development of the ego, unhappiness, and the whole interest in freedom, truth, and love and beauty. Of course, it's a different conversation. That's actually the
Yeah.
conversation we're having now. About peace and
Mhm.
freedom. And being
Mhm.
childlike is and gratitude to be gratitude and giving. You're very giving. So that's very beautiful. There's a lot of wealth and health that comes to you from giving. So be open to that. Be open to the receiving. Remain open. Don't hold on. Don't hold on to what's passing.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes maybe it's I think that it's a matter of each body mind works differently and has maybe different levels, so to speak, of sensitivity, or I don't know. Um, Sometimes there are people who are not very much affected of about what happens, or there are others who are more affected. I don't know, but
Yeah, I
I
get.
mean, I'm not justifying it. It's just
No,
that
I get it.
it's difficult for me, just like to, okay, I don't care, you know.
Right, but at the same time, you understand what I'm saying, and uh, you you decide to buy into the idea that you are sensitive and it's not easy for you to sort of
Okay,
go. And I understand that story, and
okay,
that's
okay,
shows that. Oh, okay, okay, but
okay. I get it. I get it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
you understand,
Another story, another story.
understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
Games we play. You're right.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, very well.